Hello, MCU fans. Today we're going to take a look at the D23 reveals for Brave New World, Fantastic Four, and Ironheart. So much good information at D23. Lots to discuss, so let's dive right in and see what we can find out. Don't forget, we have an August contest running all month long. Be a subscriber, leave a comment, you could win a book or a steelbook. Best of luck. And we have a membership option with lots of cool perks, so you might check it out in case you're interested. All right, so earlier I did two videos on some of the live action shows, in particular Daredevil Born Again and Agatha All Along, so make sure to check those out if you haven't seen them. But I'm going to cover the rest of the information on anything related to live action that came out of D23. Starting with Captain America Brave New World. So Anthony Mackie introduced the trailer footage, made a really funny joke about Kevin Feige threw it all together on his iPad on the way over. But no, it is clear that this is some very well-prepared footage. And we learn, if you remember from the trailers on Brave New World, we saw Sidewinder firing at someone. Well, it turns out he's firing at Sam Wilson. Because here you see in the reflection in his glasses there, it is Sidewinder who takes aim and yeah, is lighting up Sam's car. So I don't know what's going on there, but Sidewinder clearly has a beef with Sam, or maybe is under orders to take him out. Also, we see some of the information that we've heard rumors about at least, but have not seen the footage for yet, which is, they call it Celestial Island. Yes, indeed, that is Tiamat that came out of the ocean in the Eternals, at the end of the Eternals, and it is referred to officially as Celestial Island, and they're having a summit between the United States and Japan. And of course, they're discussing the new element they found, adamantium, the world's most versatile element. You can read it a little more clearly here. And they talk about how one of the samples has been secured. And in particular, Ross mentions we have our own Captain America to thank. So now we know that when they panned over to Sam, it's because he somewhere, somehow, we don't know yet from the trailers, but somehow he got a hold of a sample of adamantium and brought it back to the U.S. So then we also see a clip of Ross saying, I want you to rebuild the Avengers, which confirms what we've been assuming all along, which is there is not an active Avengers team, which is just crazy. So it'll be really good to see them get reformed. In fact, Ross adds, I wouldn't even be here without the Avengers. So my guess is he was blipped. Maybe they're going to say that officially in the movie, but certainly the way he phrased that, maybe this explains his, change of heart to suddenly liking the Avengers when before he was trying to shut them down. So then in the trailers that we've seen before, of course, there's an assassination attempt. What we hadn't seen, though, is that Sam is booking down the hall and basically storms his way into the safe room, which, yeesh, that's dangerous. He could easily have been killed doing that. But it seems like this is the president's safe room downstairs. And the president says, everybody out. Well, she stays. So yeah, this Ruth, this character we don't know much about, she's been listed as being a Black Widow, a former Black Widow that's now working for the president. So I really want to know what's up with her, because we see this clip where she's walking past these dudes in like a prison cell, or maybe they've been experimented upon. You can see what looks like maybe blood on the wall there. I think she's involved in some pretty shady business. It's going to be very interesting to see her role. Also, what is up with this? At one point we see on the wall, reset Ross. In fact, reset, and it's really hard to read the next word there. What is going on there, right? Is this the leader and his plans that he's been working on? Don't know. We don't know at this point. Then we see some nice shots of both Cap and the Falcon together. Cap is in his outfit that he wore during Falcon the Winter Soldier. And here's a better view of the new Falcon's outfit, and of course, the new Cap. And then here we see Cap in his brand new outfit, as well as the Falcon. So yeah, very cool looking. And I love this shot of him, of Captain America with his wings extended. It looks awesome. In fact, behind, I'm sure, that is, of course, Tiamat Island with the adamantium. And then we get what we've all been waiting for. They show us Ross making the big change. Well, sort of. We see Ross go down, and he's basically was giving a presidential speech at this point, because notice, up from behind the podium pops the Red Hulk. And boy, does he look good. Oh, look at that look right there. Oh, man. He is not happy. And then here's a real clear visual I found on the internet. And he looks raging. Very, very ominous. So, man, this movie is looking good. I am very, very excited. Let me know your thoughts. But do these teases help get you even more excited for the movie? All right, so then on to the Fantastic Four, and they showed us basically the same clips that we had seen at SDCC, but I'll mention this one because I think it's just so important, where Reed is on a chalkboard talking about the equation not only confirms alternate dimensions, it suggests that parallel Earths exist on different dimensional planes. So I think this is confirmation that there are multiple trees in the multiverse, if you will, Loki's tree, but also the Fantastic Four would be on a separate tree, assuming it's even shaped like a tree, but you get my point. He says parallel Earths, not connected Earths, not branched Earths off of Loki's tree, but parallel Earths. So very cool. Also, notice the retro 60s look of all of this. Pretty cool. So we do see a couple shots of a nice family dynamic between all of them. We see Ben and Reed kind of joking with each other. We see Reed and Sue and how much they love each other. This is totally a nod to the 60s here. Let's make a match. And you see the contestants. We don't know who the other two guys are, but the one on the right looks like Ben Grimm after he's turned into the thing. So that's kind of funny. Here we see them being ready to take flight. I see all the names on the patch there. Storm, Richards, Storm, and Grimm. And then Johnny Storm being teased by his sister that he's very, very single. And then here's the ship, which this is interesting, right? It's retro 60s, so it's a 60s look, from the game show, etc. But the ship they're in, the rocket, that looks very advanced. So it's going to be really cool to see how this all plays out. And then I love this. So in the previous shots, we saw Galactus looking in the window, but now if you look over in the lower left, you can see Herbie. I don't know if he just wasn't in the shot before or if people weren't able to capture it, but yeah, that's Herbie, and that is Galactus looking in the window as Herbie drops a bolt or two, if you know what I mean. Poor little dude. All right, so yeah, Fantastic Four, looking really good. Although, I don't know what to think about this. So this is actually a video they showed of the cast, because they're filming as we speak, and I don't know about Johnny Storm's outfit there. Is that his official costume? Here's another shot of it as he's kind of looking and smiling at us. That looks very different than the concept art that we had seen before. Of course, he's wearing a coat, so we don't know actually what his outfit looked like. So maybe everybody's is a little different? I don't know. I kind of like the outfit that Reed and Sue are wearing more than I like the one he's wearing. But I don't know. Are they all going to wear the same thing? I don't know. Tell me your thoughts. I'm still very, very, very excited about the movie. I'm not as excited about that look and feel, but I'm willing to give it a chance. I'm willing to give it a chance. So we'll see what they come up with. Anyway, Fantastic Four looks great. Let me know your thoughts on that. And then the final thing they talked about is Ironheart. So Ryan Coogler actually took to the stage because he worked on Ironheart. Of course, she debuted in Wakanda Forever. So very cool of him to show up. I think he's very proud of this project. Here we get a shot of at least half of her mask on the monitor there that you can see. Looks cool. And then, if you remember, Wakanda Forever came out, from an MCU timeline standpoint, is in May of 2025. And she had her second costume that she put together there, her second outfit. But unfortunately, Shuri said, you can't take it with you. Your suit, it's a great design, but I can't let you leave with it. So the Ironheart series is going to pick up with the fact that she has no suit. She's basically starting over. So you can see all her stuff on the table there as she's working on it, very tired from many hours of working. And she's getting some pressure because she's being told you are not the first genius at MIT. And I know this is kind of hard to tell from this image, but you might recognize this dude. This is the dude who was talking to Tony Stark in Civil War, because, of course, he works at MIT, and Riri is at MIT. So this is another fun little cameo that just kind of connects the whole world together. You might remember, if you saw my Daredevil Born Again video, Miss Marvel's dad appeared in that. So it's really fun just to bring in some of these actors and have them tie it all together. And remember, here he is in Civil War being so happy that Tony Stark gave him a lot of money. In fact, he's kind of hoping some is for the teachers, not just for the students. But anyway, so now Riri feels even more pressure because she's being told, stop skipping classes. You need to produce something. You need to produce something. So she starts working again on her iron suit, you can see there, plus artificial intelligence, so her AI for the suit. And hey, it's looking pretty good. I think things are moving along. Or not. That's the MIT dude again, probably coming to check on her work as everything blows up. So yeah, she seems down on her luck, needing help. In fact, here's one version of her suit that does not look very good. It looks like it's not coming along very well. So then in comes someone to help her. a friend, it seems. Although she's not real sure about his ideas for how to get some money. She asks, these jobs aren't exactly legal, are they? And he's like, not exactly. But still, he's able to produce some money as a way to build a new suit. So she decides, it seems, to work with him and maybe gets herself into some shady business herself. But this might not have been the best one to do it with. So this is her friend. You can see him there. You can see him there. And then we see something doesn't look right there, huh? Well, it turns out her friend is the Hood, which has been long rumored to be the villain of the series. But now we get confirmation because that's his cape. Here we see him wearing the cape and he's got his guns. And in the comics, in fact, that's very comic accurate. He's got the guns there and the hood. So I remember when I first heard of the Hood, because I had not read the comics that he's in, I admit, he didn't sound that impressive to me. But then I learned that he's into mysticism, he's into magic. So this is really going to be kind of a tech versus magic show. That's going to be really interesting. So I think he's going to be an awesome foe. Really interested to see how they convert him over from the comics to the series. And dare we say it, could Mephisto show up? That's at least been rumored. But, you know, every time we say Mephisto, we're disappointed. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, Riri now has her new suit, which you can see there. Looks pretty cool. There she is with the mask on. There she is taking flight. And we even get to see her doing a little bit of a throwdown. That's her swinging and just trashing this truck, which flies in the air. So yeah, looks pretty cool. I'm very interested to see the series, also to see when it takes place in the timeline. We know it's going to be after May of 2025, but I'm guessing not too long after that. Maybe the rest of the May semester or perhaps into the fall. So I'm going to predict fall of 2025 for a timeline placement for this. So let me know your thoughts on that. And we do know, finally, we're going to get to see this show next year. I guess it was filmed in 2022 or maybe early 2023, but it's been done for a while. So finally, we're going to get to see it. So lots of good announcements. Tell me which of these three you're the most excited about. In fact, combine that with Daredevil Born Again and Agatha. Maybe you can rank all five. Which of all of these announcements that came out of D23 from a live action standpoint are you the most excited about? My next video will be on the animated announcements, and hope to have that out tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Leave your comments. You know I reply to all of them. Also, don't forget, August contest. Be a subscriber, leave a comment, win a book or a steelbook. And there's that membership option in case you're interested in that. And lastly, I always bring up the Discord. I'd love to have you join us, 1,600 people across the globe, conversations 24/7. And here we are talking about all those big announcements. I love this. Billy gave a really good meme here. I love you in every universe. And of course, you see the 3 Johnny Storms and the 3 Spider-Man. Very cute. A play off, obviously, the Doctor Strange line. So yeah, I will leave a pinned comment so you can join the Discord server. Also, if you don't mind, like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. You can check out more content, and we'll all continue to enjoy the ever-growing, the ever-changing Marvel Cinematic Universe.